Well, it is Tuesday, and as always, we have Lee Williams with the Herald Tribune, or as I always say, the gun writer, as most know him, here with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
And as always, we're going to kind of start out by talking about what you've been up to lately.
Well, I got to spend some time this weekend with Gold Star teens. And Gold Star teens are young people whose fathers were killed serving in some of our most elite units: Special Forces, Rangers, SEALs, Air Force Special Operations, Marine Corps Special Operations. And there's a group called Gold Star Teen Adventures that brings them all to little outings across the country, about 8 a year. And they were hosted here by Black Dagger Military Hunt Club out of McDill. And they got to go hog hunting, they got to shoot some clay pigeons, they got to camp out in a very Spartan environment. These are really special kids.
Okay.
And it was fun spending time with them.
Yeah, no, definitely. So what was the security like there?
It was impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids' fathers died fighting enemies that could still cause harm.
Wow.
So there were no photos of any of the kids and no interviews with anybody under 17. It was impressive and unfortunate, but you know, it has to happen.
Okay, can you talk a little bit more about, you know, some of the things that went on there? It sounds pretty interesting.
It's like one colonel told me. They have a full bird colonel advisor. He's retired. It's not a grief camp. Okay, these kids don't get together and cry. They network with each other, and because they understand each other. You know, I mean, these kids have already been through so much. Their fathers were rarely home. If you're in any of these special operations units, you know, you're either deployed overseas or you're training or you're traveling around the world. So these kids grew up without their dad there all the time, and now that it's gone, it's sad. But man, you'd never know it. They had fun, they went hunting, they got 8 hogs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. They went out with experienced hunters and guides, so everything was really safe. And they got to shoot some clay pigeons. We profiled one young lady who shot clay pigeons for the first time, shot a shotgun for the first time. She had a ball. It was really neat.
Sounds like a great time for new experiences there, for sure.
Yeah,
so
it was.
Let's talk about what else you've been.
Well, this Thursday, there's a very important fundraiser at Smitty's Pub and Grill in Bradenton. It's called Shots for Sammy. It's for a young man. He's 1 year old. He's had 8 operations already on his head. He had some brain bleeds, and his mom and dad are members of the gun community. This event is being hosted by Minnesota Gun Traders, MGT, which is a huge local gun group. And MGT and the gun community has kind of closed ranks around this young man, and they're having a fundraiser at the bar. Bob Ransom, the head of MGT, will be the guest celebrity bartender, and all his tips and everything will go to this family, because I don't care what your insurance situation is, right. You know, that type of operations and surgeries are incredibly expensive. So they need our help. Like I said, the gun community is closing ranks around them.
Okay, so it's nice to see, I'm sure, the whole community come together. And let the viewers know real quick where we can find more information.
You can go to thegunwriter.com and find everything there, more details about this upcoming event.
Alrighty, thank you so much for joining us. Lee Williams, the gun writer with the Herald Tribune, with us this morning. We will be right back after the break. Stay with us.